What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a new video right here. We got uThermal on the bottom left playing against Solar in the top right, alright. Here we go. As orange zerg, we got Solar. Bottom left, we got uThermal. Whoosh. I think it's a meme that I don't understand yet. Kids these days are stupid memes. As long as it's not anime related, I'm happy. We got a hatch first coming out of Solar, as well as a third hatch. No, this is going to be a drone scout. Turn on the music, of course. Don't want to be listening to the sound of silence when I need to yawn or put a drink close to my mouth. So we got ourselves a barracks into gas here for uThermal. And we got his first overlord on quite a journey. We're going to be following it. Let's see what, just really see what this overlord sees for once in our life, you know? So we put our vision on Solar. Do we zoom out? Yeah, we zoom out. He sees a lot. Nice sight. Spot some red trees, which, you know, that's something you see every day. A weird looking plant on the floor. Looks suspicious if you ask me. I wish we could burn the plants or like trample them. Or if you attack it 3 times, then a critter comes out of it like a spider, you know, and it tries to burrow somewhere else. It's like a way for critters to hide. I feel like maps should be way more interactive than they currently are. Right now they're kind of bland. Like, why aren't rocks moving? Why isn't this plant moving? Why are the trees always the same color? Like, there's so many questions that I have and I never get them answered. Game, right. So we got Reaper into whatever else is coming. This looks like a marine to me. Factory, of course. This was a barracks first, so Reaper Marine makes complete sense. Second gas going down could indicate Banshee, could indicate basically anything. It just means that we're not going to be seeing the very fast 3rd CC. It still could be a fast 3rd CC, but not the fastest possible 3rd CC. The bio build, that Inno, that Cure, all the big boys have been playing a lot recently. And I'm sure uThermal's also aware of that, but uThermal's always been a guy that loves his aggression more than anything else. If you give him 2 options, get ahead with economy by being greedy or get ahead with economy by being aggressive, he'll always pick the aggressive option. Well, there's loads of players that would definitely pick the other. Innovation, Cure, I think, Soul, all these guys, they love money more than anything. Truly capitalistic. Well, uThermal is more, yeah, it's like he's happy with what he has. He has his aggression, he has his units. Even though there are not many units, he cherishes them and he uses them well. So we're going to be seeing a tech lab, most likely indicating Banshee actually. It could also still be just Viking and straight stim. And it's very unlikely that's going to be battle cruiser for the simple reason that most of the time you don't build a tech lab with this. And you build 1 more marine and then you go into the tech lab with the starport itself because you're not producing anything. Yeah, this is... smells like Banshee, guys. There we go. I said there we go. Banshee cloak starting. Solar has not spotted anything yet. Is this marine in position to deny? It's a little bit out of position, but I think it should be fine. First 2 cars are making their way across the map right now. Overlord speed is on the way here for Solar, so once he spots that, should be able to get spores, spore per base, and be absolutely fine. Here comes the Overlord. Pneumatized carapace about to finish up, as well as metabolic boost. We have 4 cars out already. Car 5 and 6. Ooh, armory. This looking like a hellbed. Well, this is a hellbed attack. Solar, of course, going to be able to scout that as well. Sees the cloak Banshee and... oh, misses the armory by a hair. Well, pretty fat hair, honestly. More like 2 Karaks. He misses it by two Karaks. Basically, he's not going to go back in. He sees the command center. I love this. uThermal is aware that he hasn't spotted it yet, and usually you want to see... so there's really 2 ways you can go about this, I think. You can either defend this with a lot of queens and maybe a spine, or you can just get a baneling nest pretty quick and then get banes out. I haven't seen roaches as a proper defense in a long time, honestly. Now here come the hellbeds, and now Solar's like, what the hell? I thought I saw everything, but no, man. Didn't scout the back of the base, and that's a real issue, as now the hellbeds are moving forward. Banshee joins up in the fight as well. There's no spore here to defend this frontal area, so hellbeds are going absolutely wild right now. Queen's trying to do some damage. There's no medevac here, which is of course helping Solar whittle this down as these helmets are not getting healed. Beautiful micro with the links manages to get them out of here. And these helmets really haven't been able to do all that much. Queens being absolutely adequate defense, it looks like. Now, of course, Solar does need to... It's kind of weird where he needs to zone out the Hellbats from his third base with these queens, but he doesn't really want to chase either. So once he gets chased, he needs to run away, you know. So it's this weird dance between slow-fed units and slow-fed units. And at the end of the day, the slowest and the fattest one wins. And here we see a bunch of them. The ladies going back to their hatcheries to inject. As the cars go back home as well, with their tail in between their legs. Probably gonna go for some repairs here. 8 cars are still out on the map, 50 drones. So there's Hyperflight rotor motors on the way. Rotors. Hyperflight rotors are on the way. Of course, does it actually increase the speed of the rotors? I've never actually seen that. I'm kind of curious. I gotta try to remember to have a look at that, because I have absolutely no clue if that's the case. Bam, 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 bam. Spire. 2 extractors coming down as well, as we're up to 6 extractors. No Evo chambers yet, which is okay. He's playing against Mac. A couple of Cyclones are coming out. And yeah, Cyclones are a good way to deal with this. You want to get a couple of Cyclones and go into Thors after. Mutas, of course, are fantastic against Banshees. The Banshee upgrade is a little more than halfway done. Cyclone locks onto this over. Should be able to get it if he micros it. If he doesn't micro it... Oh, quick game recovery here. As Overseer does end up falling. Hyperflight rotors getting very close to being done. I'm gonna just pay attention to the speed of these little rotors. As I hope nothing happens until that time, really. A couple of Hellions are looking for run-bys. Another recovery from replay. Nice. I was not aware of that, guys. I was not aware. The 6 Mutas are on the way. As you have Roach speed as well. So perhaps we'll be going into that into a Roach push after. I've seen Corruptor Muta. I haven't seen Roach Muta, honestly. Okay, let's zoom into those rotors here. What happens with them? Do they become faster? No, seems like they kind of keep the same speed. The Banshee just speeds up. I guess they just have more force or something behind them, not really increasing in speed. They also didn't grow in size. This is a nasty little push here. Well, little. This is a nasty big push here coming out of uThermal. Lots of Hellbats here. Banshee's doing a lot of damage. Queens are falling. Mutas are trying to help. Good micro with these Cyclones, trying to kite these Mutalisk away from the main army. So not only taking out these Mutalisk, but also actually kind of denying the Mutas from engaging the Hellbats. Meanwhile, you have a run-by on the other side of the map. uThermal dealing with it in an okay way so far. Cyclone is gonna fall. There's no more cars here, which means that these links actually are going to be able to do something here if they get controlled. Doesn't seem to be the case. Both players are focused on this little area here. Now, 2 cars are out. uThermal was paying attention at home with the 3 Banshees, instead getting 21 worker kills plus 1 carapace is done already for him. Man, these links are doing so much damage here. This is really bad for uThermal. Oh, this could have been basically game over, I think, but then he lost so... Ooh, yeah, he lost so many workers again. So it was 7-8 links. I still think he's in a good position though, as these Banshees continue their reign of terror, really. Oh, Spore moves, uThermal, not moving the Banshees. We have Mutas on the other side of the map. We have this... one of the weirdest base trades, honestly, that I've seen in my life. 4th base is on the way. More SCVs are going down. What's the production like? 5 factories. There's no upgrades whatsoever for Solar here, but he's pulling ahead in worker count, honestly, which is a big deal as well. 31 workers have gone down in the past minute or so. Thor's trying to do some damage. You can't fight this Solar, you can. There is the +1 armor upgrade. I said carapace earlier, of course, that was armor for the Terran. Solar is trying to push forward. He's gonna deny this 4th base at least temporarily. Can he go in here? I don't think he can, right? Like the Hellbats. Is there pre-infernal igniter? Also known as the blue flame alien. No, there's not. So perhaps with some good link micro he can surround the Thor, but yeah, 4 Hellbats is a little much. He has vision with these changelings. We see 1-1 upgrades, +1 range and +1 melee. I never see this. It kind of makes sense though. A lot of the mech units do so much damage that armor doesn't really make a lot of sense. Here come the Mutalisk. 16 Mutas out currently. We have 2, 4 Thors. Jeez, man, that went fast. My head we're still at 2, maybe 3 on a really good day, but uThermal has been quietly building Thors while I was paying attention to more important things. Like this Overlord spreading creep, but not really spreading creep. That is something you don't see every day. Maybe this is not creep, but you know, he's doing his business. That's kind of nasty. Yeah, we're just gonna move away then. Don't want to see that crap. Solar. Solar is still on 16 Mutalisk. Flies once again into Thor shots. Solar, what are you doing, man? That's not what you want to do. Just snipe a Cyclone, but that was so risky. If there's 3 Thors there, you just lose like 5-6 Mutas at once. You're kind of clumped up as well. Very, very risky moves here by Solar. Who is still down in upgrades. We have Transformation Service, meaning that the Hellbats can turn into Hellions quickly, and vice versa. Also, Vikings will be able to land faster, which always looks really funny when they have that upgrade. It's like, it looks like the replay gets chrono boosted or something like that. Work account for Solar looking very healthy. At 79 right now. That's 10 more than I usually like, but for Zerg it's perfect, of course. 79 is a good number. We have 8 gases, or well, 7 gases, but this counts double. I wouldn't mind if he takes a 9th gas here as well. I mean, he has decent eco, and I think he can afford it. Maybe throw down 4 or 5 extra drones and should be fine. Decent trader coming out of Solar. It's the start of an engagement, I'm sorry for that. 1 Thor does fall, a lot of Ravagers here, and Mutas are coming in as well. 2 more, 3 more, 4 more Thors are joining the fray here. Planetary not gonna fall. Oh my god, Solar, what are you doing? Once again, this Muta control being a little bit sloppy. Not the biggest of fan there of how he controlled that. Here we have Banelings moving forward, nothing going into the mineral line. Solar is a little bit over eager here to trade Banelings into Thors, I think. I mean, good splits coming out of uThermal, keeping 1 Thor alive with 4 HP, 1 with 54 and 1 with 82. But this mineral line was super exposed, and 2-3 Banelings rolling in there is gonna just net you 10-12 SCV kills. Instead he goes into Thors and doesn't really get very much done at all. Mutas are not getting much done either here. 2-2 is on the way, but all of a sudden it feels like uThermal is on the brink of stabilizing. 50C is going down, so uThermal must be feeling similar here. 3 more Thors, 9 Thors already out, maybe 11 Thors. Is this how you play StarCraft? This is Thor Hellion, which is actually just pure Thor. It's like 2 Hellions. More Thors than Hellions. Sensor Tower making a lot of sense in this situation, I think. I guess it's hard to zone out areas, and you can't really chase with Thors, right? They're so freaking slow. I know I'm not the fastest runner, but Thors are really pushing it when it comes to that. If I didn't try to run a marathon, like the organization of the marathon already packed up. Like they might be in time for the finish of next year, but these guys are slow as all hell. Here come a couple of Banelings trying to get some damage into this mineral line. This is what I wanted to see before. Get 7 kills, and even though the fight doesn't end up being too great, you still get a couple of SCV kills, and they're basically free. You lose 1 or 2 Banelings, but I mean the eco here is so much better for Solar that these type of trades are good. I really feel like he should have done that earlier, and that really would have pushed down uThermal supply, I feel like. You have a 6 base on the way, still no extra gases here, doesn't seem really necessary. Infestation pit on the way, Hive should start soon. As 2-2 finishes up, Solar of course wants to be getting into those 3-3 upgrades, as well as we see fungal growth, jeez. Pathogen glands and neural parasite being resourced. 1 tank pops out, so they're not paying attention. The Mira harass has been nothing but disappointing so far this game, I have to admit, guys. These Miras have been doing really nothing. Dying. It's been really sad to watch, as I know Solar is a fantastic Muta player. He loves the Mutalisk, has great control, but this game it just hasn't been working out. He doesn't feel extremely sharp this game. uThermal here with a Hellion, run by microing it like his life depends on it. Trying to bait these links into this little nook, this little corner, trying to get the perfect Hellion shot. I mean, he traded well with these 2 Hellions, and now uThermal is maxed. We see 6 tanks, we have 11 Thors, 2 Banshees, couple of Hellbats in the mix as well. Banshees moving forward, will be able to clear some creep, maybe poke at a Baneling here and there, try to damage a Ravager. Ooh. What are we doing? This is going to be an interesting setup, actually. uThermal is so aggressive with these siege ups. See how fast he moves? These 2 Banshees really helping him out there. Raven for creep denial as well. Perhaps an anti-armor missile is what we will see here. Not quite the energy ready for it, whilst completely missing. Oh yeah, no flank is being set up, just single direction traffic over here with Solar. Udas do manage to clean up a Banshee, which is nice. Thor's moving forward. Now we have a more patient uThermal, who's still gaining more and more energy on this Raven, and it's looking dangerous, honestly. Oh my god, this is also clumped up. Why does he tank 3-4 shots and then he moves back? 3 tanks on sieging, moving forward, uThermal. Absolute patience. Good upgrades, 1-2 against just +2 attack for every single unit. Oh, here comes the anti-armor missile. And I mean, at this point, Solar just can't engage, and uThermal knows that. He's gonna get into more aggressive position. Solar is gonna engage with the anti-armor missile still active. He's gonna take so much damage from all these units. The splash, oh my god, so much splash here. Halbert's putting in the work as well. Very aggressive siege forward here as uThermal takes this key position in which units can't reinforce anymore. So Solar needs to be very careful with reinforcement, rally them to the respective hatcheries. This is what I'm talking about. You see these moves where if Zerg isn't careful with the rally points, all these units are just bam, gonna walk straight into tank fire while trying to set up some type of flank or a defense. Carapace is about to finish up. No, we'll get denied by uThermal. Good job there. +3 is on the way. It's safer. Here comes an engagement finally from 2 sides. Looking good here for Solar. Banelings in the back. Good Ravager spread. And this is really all he needed. This is what he needed to do about a minute and a half ago. But he just kept going in from one direction. I mean, at this point, there's not even any creep anymore. His reinforcements are almost gone. His larvae are empty. He still has a lot of money in the bank, but what use is money if you can't spend it? No one to spend it on. Just a little bit sad. Solar, a lonely old man at the moment. A lot of cash in the bank. But where are his friends? He sold them. Well, not quite, really. Just took a crap engagement, but that was a fitting analogy. I don't know. Queen goes down, boof. No chance. No chance for the Queen. There's not a single Spore here. A couple of Hellions could do some work, but single Banshee seems to be doing just fine. Spore. Oh, ooh. This is nice. I hope uThermal realizes, but this is beautiful play. This is the type of thing in the heat of the moment uThermal doesn't realize. It's gonna save Solar so much income here. A little bit of a road run by. We won't really be able to properly set up. Vipers and a Greater Spire. Now, Greater Spire usually is... it kind of shows that the Zerg doesn't want to win anymore. Broodlords are absolutely awful against mech. Thors absolutely poop on them. Vipers, however, definitely a worthwhile addition. I feel like that could have been added a little earlier. I didn't mention it because I didn't think of it, but to be fair, I'm not a professional Zerg player. I think Solar should have been able to think of it. He had a lot of money in the bank for a long time. 1 or 2 Vipers definitely helps out boost that army. A couple of lightning clouds. Now, these tanks are beautifully spread. I have to admit, drones still burrowed, so income very, very low here. As this really is one of the bases that needs to be mining for Solar. He's trying to take this left base. Oversaturation over here. Should be fixed soon. Oh my god, this planetary isn't gonna fall, is it? Nah, it is. Oh, there is Adrenal Glands. Planetary falls. Solar drops down in supply. The 19 SCVs go down. All of a sudden, uThermal pretty all in. Another misrally here by Solar, who is building 4 more Mutalisks. Should cancel this Greater Spire, really. Like, what are you gonna do? Build 3 Broodlords? I mean, there's only 2 Thors. Is this the time where Broodlords win a game? 4 Thors are on the way. This base needs to be denied here by uThermal. Oi, 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 oi. I mean, he knows it's there, and he knows it's mining. He should definitely... Like, a couple of cars will do so much for him. Lots of tanks are at home as well. uThermal is very close to being maxed. And Solar is very close to being out of this game. Does have very nice income at the moment, but... I mean, what uses income if you don't have an army? It's gonna need to send up one hell of a flank. There's ultras on the way. There's chitinous plating. So there's a Baneling nest needs to be rebuilt. 3 Muralists doing some harass over at this command center. 1 burrowed Ling here will be able to deny this base for a bit longer. uThermal still only mining off of 4 base. I say 4 base, but in reality it's a base and a half, as most bases are kind of empty. You see 1300 income against 2700. uThermal does need to hurry up. This Viper should not fall. This is a very important Viper. I wouldn't mind seeing an Abductor too. Oh, come on. Solar playing very, very sloppy here. Just abduct these Thors, no? Oh, Another miss rally out of Solar. Oi, 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 oi. Tank run by, of course. The classic tank run by. Here comes the big engagement into all these spread out tanks. Decent blinding cloud. 1, 2, gets 3 tanks. Tanks in the back still shooting, and this is not enough. Base on the left is gonna fall. Base on the right, GG gets called. uThermal wins the game after absolutely insane early game. Honestly, no clue what was happening there, and apparently neither did Solar, as uThermal takes this game. Congratulations to him. Now, if you did like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as that helps me a lot. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and leave a comment down below as well, as all these things are real nice. Thanks all for watching, and hopefully see you all next time. Bye bye.